All right. I love this little mantra. It's so cute and not really matching the winter weather that we're getting here in Las Vegas today, but this is the idea of spring, right? Spring means renewal, it means rebirth. And I love this one. It says, your mind is a garden. Your thoughts are the seeds. You can grow flowers or you can grow weeds. Isn't that so cute? And I'll read it for you again. It says, your mind is a garden, your thoughts are the seeds. You can grow flowers or you can grow weeds. And you know the work that comes along with weeds. So if you can choose flowers or weeds, you know what direction I'm going, friends. I hope you do too. Not always easy. It's not always easy. I will say that. And you know what makes it a little easier? Yoga. I know something about yoga, and I want you to join me on your mat. We actually are going to start on our backs this fine Tuesday. So, would you join me? We are going to do that. Have your props, like I said, nearby within arm's reach. We'll get there. We'll get to all the things. You know, I'm a big fan of starting on the back. I think I told you before, it is my favorite posture. And there's no changing that. That will be till the end of time. We are actually going to start extending your left leg long. And then Ujjayi breath, please. Draw your right knee into the chest. Let your head and neck relax on your yoga mat. And then just start to sway the knee from side to side. I want this to be more of an exploration of the right hip. Just breathing in to the hip girdle, the hip joint, breathing into your right knee, and then even breathing into the ankle. You might even start to wiggle the toes, point and flex the right foot, just exploring how this feels in your body with this breath at this given time. Really nicely done, friends. And then come to center, inhale, bring your nose toward your right knee, draw your knee in a little closer, and then press your lumbar spine into the mat. Good. And then exhale, relax your head, extend your right leg long. Take a moment and windshield wiper the toes from side to side, breathing in and out of the nose. Good. And then inhale, bring in the left knee. So we'll do the same thing, just a bit of exploration. You might notice one side as you sway from side to side. It's a varying sensation than the first side, and that's okay. Wiggling the toes, circle the ankle, just breathing in all the sensations the body is communicating to you. Good, really nice. And then draw your navel into the spine. Inhale, nose to left knee. Let the shoulder blades just drift down the back. And then exhale, relax your head and neck down. Bring the right knee in to meet the left. And then just starting to sway the knees slowly from side to side. Think of this as a massage for your low back. Nice, friends. And then come through center. Take your arms out to a T. Even wiggle your shoulders down further from the ears. Keep your legs together and then just start to draw a big circle with your knees in any direction. You might have those knees moving so largely that the toes might even drift across your mat at the bottom of your rotation. Breathing in and out of the nose. Try to keep your shoulder blades rooted into your mat. And then change directions. You might even start to notice the abdominals engaging, working a bit in this second rotation, working to keep your Ujjayi breath consistent. Good, really nice, friends. And then come back to center. Once again, nose to knees, hugged, make a nice small shape. Big breath in. Good. And exhale. Take your arms back out to a T. Relax your head and neck. Drift your legs over to the right side. Good. So just coming into a nice gentle twist, your left leg stacking over the right. Anchor your left shoulder blade down into your mat and just feel the stretch through the left chest muscles. Engage your abdominals again. Inhale, bring your legs across center. Exhaling them over to the left side, right shoulder blade rooted down into your yoga mat. Keep your breath consistent here. In and out of the nose. And once again, inhale across center, exhale, side of your twist. Legs over to the right ankle, or anchor rather, left shoulder blade. Good. Inhale across center again. When you're ready, exhale legs over to your left side. You might even look over to the right hand, breathing in and out of the nose. So good. Come back to center. Extend your legs long. This time, reach your arms overhead. Take a long breath in. Really stretch your body. Engage your glutes. Stretch your hips out. And then exhale. Draw your knees into your chest, but take them nice and wide toward your shoulders. Point and flex your feet. Wiggle through all 10 toes. Circle your ankles once again, both directions. And then when you feel ready, don't rush it. Just find happy baby, holding your hamstrings, your shins, or even the arches of your feet. If you sway from side to side, move to the rhythm of your breath. This will really allow the low back to open, breathing kind of sensational ujjayi breath, just allowing your upper body to soften into the shape. Take your straddle. You might hold your big toes with your peace sign fingers, or even slide your hands to your inner thighs. I've been playing with my grip lately in this posture, and it has been very enlightening. I typically go for the toes. I actually have been playing with even holding the outer portion or outer arch of my feet. So feel free to be playful here. And then slowly bring your heels together. Release your hands down to your sides. And then just working our abdominals again. Imagine a yoga block resting on your feet the whole time. We don't want to have that yoga block fall. Inhale, lift your heels toward the ceiling. Inhale up, lower down, exhale. So just a few opportunities here to work your low abdominals. Utilize the hands to press into your yoga mat. If you need a visual, I'm up here. It is not a large move, but it is big sensation, friends. Just give me about 3 to 4 more. You might notice elevated heart rate. Good. Outstanding job. Hug your knees into your chest. Good. And then slowly rock up to grab a yoga block. We're going to come right into Virasana pose. So that is kneeling if you can, sitting on a yoga block. So I like the second setting, so the medium setting or the yoga block on its side. And then you just want to sit through that nice, gentle, but firm stretch through your quad muscles. A few shoulder rolls once you feel yourself getting centered. Just take a moment and actually close the eyes. Just feel that line of energy reaching the crown of the head nice and tall, and then just letting gravity do all the work to feel that lengthening through the femurs, through the quad muscles. Feel free to close your eyes here. Just a soft gaze downward. Just tuning into the breath. Notice how the mind may wander. Just invite yourself back. And then wherever you're at in your breathing cycle, just exhale all the air from the body. Big release. And then inhale, take your time, fill up through the belly, start to shrug your shoulders all the way up to the ears, fill through the ribs, the chest, a slight pause of the breath. Open mouth, release. Just let your shoulders soften away from the ears. 2 more of those, friends. Inhale, shrug. Take your time to fill through the belly, ribs, chest, with the pause. And release. And then again, inhale, shrug, filling through the belly, ribs, Just with your pause and release. Take a moment, blink your eyes to open, interlace your fingers, and you're just going to show me your palms. Let your elbows reach out to the sides of your space, and then straighten the arms, press forward, and then bend on the exhale. Good. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale just a few times, just getting into the triceps. See if you could actually press all the way so that your elbows actually straighten out. Feel free to even lock the arms just a few times. You should feel a nice spreading apart through the shoulder blades as the arms lengthen. Good, friends. Keep your arms out straight now. And now press the heels of your hands forward and then pull them back. Now, I want all of this to come through the scapula. So, small movement. Good. I'm going to show you this one from the side. This is one we have not done before. So, take a look at my shoulder blades. Can you see it from the side there? I'm pressing the heels of the hands forward and then pulling those shoulder blades back together. That's what's going to help you create that action of the back body. And that is where we want to feel not only the separation on the inhale as you push, but as you exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. The arms will stay straight here. Give me three more. Give me two more. Almost feel as though you're pressing the air away and then pulling. Good. Release. You should feel that through the shoulder blades. A few shoulder rolls here. Still warming up our body, just working on some new ways to do so. We know how important that is. Now, grab your strap if you have it. I'm going to keep my strap doubled up. I have a super long strap here. So I'm going to actually take it to pull the strap nice and tight. And then I'm going to lift my arms up overhead. Really important here that you press the knuckles, press the strap back. I want you to feel a stretch already through the triceps and shoulders, like you're pressing through the wall to the wall behind you. Good. Now inhale, anchor through your left shoulder or sit bone rather, and then reach your right arm down toward the earth, more so in the shoulders than through the oblique. Anchor through the left shin. Breathe into the left side body. Good. Keep pressing your knuckles back. Inhale up through center. Exhale, other side. Anchor your right shin. Your right shoulder blade is falling down away from the ear. Good. Inhale up through center. Continue to press back. Exhale, other side. Very nice. Good. Inhale up through center and exhale. Good. Final times. Keep breathing. You should feel a nice stretch through the right shoulder blade. Inhale up and then exhale, release your arms down. Take that strap, just rest it on your legs for a moment. A few shoulder rolls. Now, I don't know if you're feeling this, but I'm really feeling the heat building in the upper body. When that happens, sometimes we forget the Ujjayi breath. We might even clench our jaw. So just a few friendly reminders to really loosen up. So take your strap, same grip that we just had, and you're going to pull the strap apart. Keep the strap nice and tight through or between the hands. Inhale all the way up through center. And then exhale, take it back. Now, I know for me, I have a shoulder injury. If you do, and I wanted to wait until this moment, pull that strap further apart like I have to, and then take it all the way back. So if that strap doubled up is not working for you, then just work with what you have. You could even use a beach towel for this or something that has length to it. Inhale and exhale. Just a few more shoulder sweeps, inhaling as you come up. Exhale as you go back. Good. And again, inhale and exhale. Continue to soften your jaw. Sometimes I'll even look up and down in the middle of this exercise just to help keep my neck soft and supple. Good. One more. Inhale it up. Exhale it back. Last time, inhale and exhale. You feeling that, friends? I know I am. They call that one shoulder flossing. And, with the way I'm feeling it, and I don't know about y'all, but whenever I have any kind of, whether I'm diagnosed with arthritis, tendonitis, we've all been there if you're of a certain age. When I do, I get to notice I really tune in to the sensations of my body. And oh boy, it actually feels really, really, really good. All right, let's come off the block into our tabletop posture. Spread your fingers wide and grip your yoga mat. As you inhale, tuck your toes. And then exhale, send your sit bones back. We're going to come into our first down dog. Take some time here. Just like we started class today, we're just exploring. So take some time to walk your dog. Take some time to swivel the knee, the bent leg from side to side, getting into the low back, getting into your ankles, getting into the knees, the hips. And then you can start to sway your entire body side to side. You can do so with bent knees or straight legs, just depending on the level of intensity that will feel best for your body. Really important, as per usual, friends, that we listen to our body. Now, from center in down dog, inhale, come into plank pose. And then from here, exhale right back to dog. Inhaling to plank, exhaling to dog. Now, the whole idea here is you want to plant roots through your feet, through your hands. As you come through these transitions, we don't want it to be where there's any movement or repositioning, rather, of the hands or the feet. Feet, take a look. They should be hips width. Hands, take a look. They should be shoulder distance. This is where the magic comes into play. Come into your next plank pose. Hold steady, strong legs, glutes, abdominals. As you take your next inhalation, slightly shift forward and then exhale, chaturanga. This time, friends, we're going to come all the way down to our belly. Oh, yes, beautifully done. Take your arms up to a T. And then rolling onto the right side of the body, bend your left leg. Just let your left foot tap the floor behind you. Inhale, come back through center. And then exhale, other side. Come onto the left side of the body. Right knee bends, taps. Inhale through center. Exhale, first side. Inhale, center, exhale. So take a few dynamic movements. That means one breath to one movement. So we're working in what I like to call scorpion prep. If you've ever brought your feet to your head, you know what I'm talking about. This will get into not only the chest and shoulders, but also really opening through the hip flexors, and not to mention that rotation. Really, really nice way to warm up the low body. If the body is not warm enough to do this, or if your foot is not tapping on the floor behind you, that's okay. You can just feel the opening through. Your arms stay in the T the whole time. And we're doing quite a few of these today just to help to open up through the front body, help to activate through the back body. And then give me one more on each side. Again, we're not looking for perfection. This might be your first time with this type of movement, and that is okay. Come back to center. Draw your hands back toward your ribs. Hug your elbows in. And then inhale right up to tabletop. Very nice. And step your feet back, find plank pose. And then exhale, take it back to down dog. Now check in with your hand and foot placement. We're going to see if we can come into plank pose in just a moment without moving the feet or hands. Inhale, plank. And then exhale back to dog. How'd you do? Did you have to move your feet and hands? It's okay if you did. Good. I saw the no. That's what I'm looking for. That's what you're looking for. We're looking for familiarity. Now, I have to say, I can cheat easily because my yoga mat is marked typically where my hands and feet go. That also helps. If it's your first yoga class, you might not be lucky with those marks if you have a brand new mat, right? Or if Santa Claus was good to you or your birthday was yesterday and that was your gift. Walk your hands back to your feet, my friends. Bend your knees if you want a little less. Straighten your legs if you want a little more. Let's take ragdoll. So bending through the elbows, catching opposite elbows, start to sway slowly but surely, side to side. Breathing in and out of the nose. Think of your body in two halves, hinged at the hips. Feel the lightness through your sitting bones lifting upward. Feel the weight, the volume through your elbows, crown of the head, heavy toward the earth. Wonderful. Release your palms. Take a deep inhale. Allow the pause to come to the top of your breath. Take in as much air as you can. Open mouth sigh, let it all go. Bend through your knees, press through your thighs, come all the way up to stand. Good, really great job. Just relax your shoulders, take a few moments, roll the shoulders, very nicely done. And then just check in with how you're feeling. You might feel a little warmer than when we started. I'll tell your friends, those scorpion prep movements that we just did, they are something else to help open your hips. I hit those a few times a week in my own practice. Go ahead and change direction. And they have really made an improvement on my lunges and those static postures that we tend to hold in our yoga classes. So just a little help, and hopefully that can help you and your practice. Shake out the arms. Bring your yoga blocks, both of them, to the front of your mat. And if you were to bend over halfway, like I'm demoing here, place the yoga blocks so that they're right underneath your shoulders. And if you were to be leaning on them, hint, hint, we will be soon. That's about where you'd want them. Very nice. So just like in Arda and right underneath your shoulders. All right, we're coming back up to stand. If you want to use a wall in addition at any time, feel free to do so. And we are going to come into standing splits. Ooh, fun for everyone. Now, I wanted to show you something with the blocks. I don't even know if my legs will get, or my shoulders will get there today, but you could use the shoulders on top of the blocks if you happen to be a long, lean individual and you come down so far. My shoulders are quite a distance, but you could use your hands under the blocks. You could also place your hands on the mat, and also if your shoulders happened to reach. I was not blessed with the length in my body, but I wanted to just give you that heads up before we start. Okay, friends, standing on the right leg. Now we're just going to start with some nice, easy movement. And we're going to inhale, stand as tall as you can, draw your navel into your spine and up through the rib cage. Exhale, think warrior three. Your left leg will go out, your hands will come to blocks. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, hinge, hands to blocks, warrior three. Inhale, come up. Now we're going to continue this for just a few more movements. So dynamic movement, inhaling as you push off the blocks, come back up, and then exhale. Now slowly but surely over the next few rounds, we're going to start to kick our left heel maybe a bit higher than warrior three. So if you were stopping here, maybe it'll come here. I want you to think of squeezing the left glute to engage. And then I also want you to think gazing to the front of your yoga mat the whole entire time. This is going to help our prep for standing splits. Give me three. Now we're not coming into the full split just yet, but we are prepping. And last one. Resting off. Good. Now take a moment if you are a person that has suffered from vertigo like myself. Breathe. If the world is still going up and down, take this part out, okay? You can just hold a static variation of your warrior three. Left leg is our grounded leg. Inhale, standing tall. Exhale, hinge forward. Warrior three. Inhale up. Exhale, warrior three. When you are ready, if you are ready, start to find that seesaw movement, one breath to one movement. Now, trust me, friends, I'm aware that the left glute is the one doing most of the work. I want to challenge you to bring your attention to the right glute. As you come past warrior three, give a little squeeze to the right glute and press your heel up maybe a little higher. Two to go. See how that feels. And then just notice if your right hip is lifting higher than the left. When you're done, just take inventory. So this is where we play. Let's come back to the first side. Right foot. If you want to watch, go ahead. I'm going to inhale, come right through. Start immediately getting into my deepest expression. You'll notice my elbows start to not only bend, but hug in. And then this is where you make that decision, maybe even bringing your blocks to the lowest setting. I like to gaze at my mat right underneath my nose And then really work to squeeze and engage that left glute. Send your inner arch of your left foot, the big toe side, send it up toward the ceiling. That's going to help to keep your hips nice and square. Give me one more breath here. And then you might switch the blocks to the tallest setting. Inhale, press off your blocks, come to stand. Whew, that is not only cardio, but that was a really great job. I saw what you had going on out there, and bravo. Really nice. Shake out the legs because this is also a leg workout if you can't tell already. And we are coming into good news, our final side. As you inhale, find your tallest self, long spine. Exhale, hinge. Your left leg is grounded, hands to blocks, maybe warrior three. Start to engage your right glute. Send your inner arch of the right foot to the ceiling and keep your hips nice and even. This may be where you switch the blocks to the lowest setting. Now, sometimes for me to even go deeper, I'll take my gaze toward my left ankle. Now, if that doesn't feel comfortable, keep your gaze right underneath your nose. That's for my friends really trying to push the limits of your physical body. And then when you're ready, inhale, maybe blocks on the highest setting, press up. To stand, take your time. We're not looking for perfection. We are breathing. Very nicely done. Blocks can go up toward the front of your mat again. Use your wall or not, maybe hands to your hips. Now, we stood on the left leg last, so let's stand on the right leg again. And all I'm going to ask you to do is simple kicks out. My pinky toe is reaching out to the left wall. Breathe. So just a little extra booty workout. Working and toning and strengthening the hips. How about that grounded leg? 3. Breathing for 2 and 1. Let's go right into it if you can. Join me. Finish with that right pinky toe kicking out. Now, if you're feeling challenged, good, because so am I. We're all in this together. There is no way that you can't notice. You could hear it with an elevated heart rate. We have 3. I know. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 1. Stance nice and wide. Exhale right into Malasana. Now, you can place a block underneath your sit bones or not. I'm aware of my live audience today, so probably not, right? Not for us, not today. Left fingertips. Reach out toward your left foot. Reach your right arm up. Press your knees back. Sit heavily into the outer arches. Inhale, come to center. Bring your palms to Anjali Mudra. Press your knees back. Use your elbows. Even slide them in a little deeper. Stay heavy through the outer arches. Right hand out and left hand up to the sky. Breathe here. Beautiful, friends. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale to your blocks, and then just come to Ardha. Bring your feet back onto your mat, but keep your pinky toes wide along the outer edges, and then just sway your hips. Really nicely done. And we've done a lot of balance already. Today, we have one more posture. When you're ready, just slowly roll up. And I don't know if you're feeling compartmentalized or closed off in the front of the hips. Let's do Natajurasana, dancer pose. That's going to open us up through here. Now, standing on your right foot, remember you could use a wall here. Bend through your left knee, catch with your left hand on the big toe or the inner arch side. And then I like to bring my knees back together. Take a mudra with the right hand. Inhale, kick and reach. Kick into your left hand, reach with the right hand. I want you to really press into that left hand and really feel that stretch through the left hip flexor and quad. Inhale, knees come together. Exhale, release. Very nicely done. Shake it out. Not a lot of time to waste, friends. Let's come into our final side. Natajurasana. Bend through the right knee. Catch your inner arch, knees together. Find your mudra, and when you're ready, inhale, kick into the right hand, reach with the left hand. Beautifully done. Looking so good. Don't forget to smile here. You don't want to have a clenched jaw. Very nice. Take one more inhale. Good. And exhale, release. We almost fell for each other there. Look at that. Very nicely done. Take your feet wide once again, soft through your knees. And let's start those rotations. Oh, yeah. Now your arms can hang at your sides, your hands can be at your hips, whatever feels good. And then remember to explore. So if you feel a little sticky, for example, hover there and then find your breath and the magic of the union of the breath and the mind. And then change directions if you haven't already. Breathe into any and all parts of your pelvis, your core, your low back. It's all part of it, my friends. Really nicely done. And then hips from side to side. Really, really great. Do you have your strap nearby? Would you grab it? We're going to keep our feet wide on our mat right where it is. For me, I have doubled up my strap once again. We're not doing any of that fancy shoulder stuff. This is going to be more about the outer hips, even into the shoulders and your obliques. Pull that strap nice and tight. Reach your arms up. Now, create the action of pulling your yoga mat apart with your feet, just like you're trying to pull the strap apart. Engage your glutes. Stay nice and active, and then reach over to the left. So find length through the right. As much as you're pulling the left arm down, pull with the right arm. Again, stretch that strap almost like it's a rubber band. Inhale up. Can you get a little taller? And then exhale over to the right side. Do you feel it through the left forearm, through the tricep, through the oblique? I hope so. Inhale up with one more round on each side. Exhale left. Breathe into the right body. Move the jaw, maybe turn the head. Really feel the work coming from where you designed it to in the body. Inhale, center. Exhale through the nose, stretching left side body. Oh, yes. One more breath. Inhale up and exhale. Pull the strap apart, send your sit bones back, and then come all the way into your forward fold. You can release that strap off to the side. Hands can be on blocks. Blocks are there, or hands can just dangle. Sway your upper body from side to side. This is a great time to nod your head yes. Nod your head no. Very nice. Come to center. Bend through your knees slightly and then slowly but surely roll up. Take your time here. Head and neck will come up last. Once it does, just start to rotate your head and neck. Long breaths. Eventually changing directions. And then eventually come to center. And then just look left, look right, take your time. You can move dynamically, one breath to one movement. You could also hold this in a more static approach. Just take your time, noticing any sensations, any sounds as we move. Very nicely done, friends. When you're ready, come back to center. Interlace your fingers behind your body. And then inhale, engage your core, your low back, your glutes. Press your hips forward. Reach for your yoga mat behind and lift through the heart. Almost a squeeze through the shoulder blades. Stay active in the upper body. Active legs. Stay here or exhale. Hinge forward. Send your sit bones back in the opposite direction of the crown of your head. Then send them up. Knuckles will reach up and overhead. If you can, take your drishti toward your navel. Let your pinky fingers become heavy toward the mat. Inhale, bend your right knee, twist to the left. Reach your knuckles for the back wall on the right side. Left leg stays straight. Look to the ceiling over your left shoulder. Breathe into the left IT band. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Bend your left leg. Twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, spot the front of your yoga mat, and then slowly Come all the way up. Release your arms eventually. Just let your arms hang. Open and close the jaw. Yes and no, nodding with the head, with the neck. Even swaying your jaw side to side. And soft through your knees. And then eventually, when you feel ready, just love taps with your hands onto your pelvis. You don't need to move swiftly here, but if you do, your love taps will be a bit more intense, which is not a bad thing. If you're dizzy, my friends, keep your gaze straight ahead or close your eyes. I've done both before. Tried it all, and I love it all. And then just slowly come back to center. Take your time to find stillness. Very nicely done. Blink your eyes to open. Circle your wrists. Really nicely done. Now, your yoga blocks are still where they were, probably underneath the shoulders. Make them on the lowest setting and still about shoulder distance. So, right at the front of your yoga mat and shoulder width apart. Place your hands onto your yoga blocks and then just step back, find down dog. Very nicely done. Now, from down dog, inhale your right hand to the sky. And then exhale, step between your blocks. Good. Set up your blocks so that they're right underneath your shoulders. And then on your next breath, press your hips forward. Lift your right hand to the sky. So we're just twisting to the right. Good. Exhale, right hand comes down. Inhale, twisting to the left. So lift the left hand. Very nice. Bring your left hand back down. Good. Inhale, flex your right foot and then stretching your hamstring. So feel free to slide the blocks back with you. If you have decided the lowest setting is not correct for you, feel free to adjust. Good. Inhale, come all the way back forward, Anjaneyasana. Very nicely done. And then tuck your back toes, step back into plank pose, hands on blocks. Good. Exhale, down dog. Feel free to stay here or take a vinyasa, inhaling to plank, exhaling through chaturanga. Inhale, back bend of your choice, up dog or cobra. And then exhale, come back into down dog. Very nice. Inhale, lift your left heel to the sky. And exhale, step your foot between the blocks, right knee comes down. And then inhale, twist left. Your right hand will stay on the block. Your left hand will come up to the sky. And then exhale, left hand down. And then inhale, right hand to the sky. You'll get into that left hip just a little deeper. And then slowly, right hand down. Find your hamstring stretch. Flex your foot. Blocks can stay or come along for the ride. Really working to lengthen. Think of growing roots through your left heel. And think of pulling your left sit bone toward the back of your yoga mat. Inhale, come back to low lunge. Tuck your back toes. Step back, find down dog. Stay in dog or inhale, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Hug your elbows into the ribs. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, back to down dog. Bring your knees to the mat. And then come into child's pose. Option to place your elbows on the blocks. Bend through your elbows. Hands to prayer. Sit toward your heels and come into a nice thoracic stretch of extension. Thumbs rest between the shoulder blades. Your heart, your underarms slowly lowering with each exhalation. You can do the same move without the blocks. it will actually be less intense without the blocks. This is a great stretch for your lats, your shoulders, your underarms, your triceps. My friends out there that weight train, whether it's exercise bands or weights themselves, this is a great one to do at the end of your upper body workout, especially if you're training back. Inhale, come all the way back. Forward, keep your forearms on your blocks and then interlace your fingers. And you're just going to step your feet back. We're going to come into forearm plank. Now, if you can, you'll bring your big toes to touch, strong legs, glutes, abdominals. And all you're going to do here is press out of the forearms, press the floor away. Working with the legs together as one. And then take a moment to look at your toes. Keep your body in a nice straight line. You're just going to bring your toes in so that your knees will come under your hips. So now you're in variation of bear pose. Try to keep your booty low. Step back out, plank pose, and then step your other leg in and match it up, bear pose. And step it back out, forearm plank. Lower your knees to the mat. And then remove your blocks and just come to lie on your belly. Oh, yeah. This felt good, friends. Come on to the third eye. Take your arms out to a T and then relax your shoulders away from the ears. You'll remember this move earlier. I called it scorpion prep. Bend your left elbow, roll onto the right side of your body, press through your left palm, and then bend your left leg. Let your foot come to the ground behind. Continue to press the mat away with your left palm. Your head is resting on your yoga mat, distance between your right ear and your right shoulder. Great. You can even bend your right knee, pressing both feet into the mat if you want to go deeper, or you can stay with me in this final destination. Take another breath. Good, friends. Exhale, come all the way back to center. Extend your left arm, find your T. And then when you're ready, rolling onto the left side body, distance shoulder and ear, your right palm pressing the mat away, eventually bending your right leg, place to the floor if you can behind you. You could even bend your left knee, pressing both feet into the floor. This is a great one to go a little deeper into the chest. Another one to do for upper body workout at the end of your strength training, resistance bands, whatever it is you're using, body weight. This is a great one to come back to again and again. Come back to center. Good, friends. And then just let your hands at your sides. Just take a moment, pressing your toenails, tops of your feet into the mat. Squeeze your glutes. And then let your palms face your mat and then reach back for your toes, then reach your toes for the wall behind you. Coming into Shalabhasana, locust pose. So you'll feel the upper body lifting off the mat. You'll feel the feet lifting. Now really working to strengthen and tone the back body, the entire back body working as one. Exhale, fully relax. Now feel free to repeat locust or come into Dhanurasana. So bending one knee at a time, catching at your ankles. For those friends taking Dhanurasana on your inhale, simply kick into your hands, squeezing your inner thighs to the midline. And Dhanurasana, breathe, beautiful. Keep your gaze nice and neutral. Keep breathing. I'm not going to ask you to smile here. Exhale, release down. Very nicely done. Feel free to bend through your knees. Just sway your feet side to side. Now we'll do one more round of Shalabhasana. You could interlace your fingers behind you, or feel free to come back into Dhanurasana. Bow pose. Bending through the legs for my friends taking Dhanurasana. Inhale, kick into your hands, and lift. This is where we want to keep our Ujjayi breath the same, even if it's a challenging move. One more breath. Good. Exhale, release, relax, circle your heels, breathing into the back body. Long, calm Ujjayi breaths. Sway your feet from side to side. Continue to press your pubic bone into the mat. This will help to create a spacious sensation through your low back. Friends, when you're ready, extend your legs long, press back, come into child's pose. Your arms can be extended, or you could bend your elbows, bringing them closer to your knees. Notice if you have an elevated heart rate. Invite a lengthier inhalation. Notice the space between the inhale and then a deeper exhale. Observing the space after the exhale, before the inhale. This is a great way observing all four parts of the breath, not only to enhance mindfulness into your practice, your awareness, your consciousness, but also to lower the heart rate. Very nicely done. Blink your eyes to open. Slowly come all the way up. Really nicely done, friends. Now we are going to do a familiar pose, and I want to challenge you. Do you have a wall space that you can use for pigeon pose? So we're going to come onto our back. I'm going to demo this one, and I'm going to show you purposely with my back to you. So I'm going to bring my booty all the way up to the wall, and then I'm going to lie on my back and then place my foot. You could do this on the back of a couch or even the wall or a closed door. My left leg rather is going to stay on the wall, and then I'm going to bring my right ankle to come over the left knee. Flex your foot. Now, friends, this is a strong stretch for me through my right hip and glute. But if I do want more, I can take the left hand and then just press that right knee away from my body toward the wall. And that's going to take this stretch to another level. You want to make sure you can keep your breath flowing in and out. My left leg, if you notice, the hip is right underneath the knee. And then the knee is bent 90 degrees. My ankle is at a 90 degree. Even my right ankle is at a 90 degree. Breathe into your right hip and glute. Good. And then exhale. Release that. Bring the right foot onto the wall. Maybe even sway your knees briefly from side to side. And then you'll come back to center. Cross the left ankle above the right knee. Set up. Again, notice how I'm using the wall to press away and to press my right foot into. And then if you want more, your left hand is free to gently encourage that left knee away from the body or toward the wall. Whatever way computes better for your practice. You can think press the knee away. You can think move the knee toward or the outer thigh even closer or toward the wall. Notice how my left foot stays flexed to protect the left knee. Super important in this variation. Very nicely done. Slowly release that second side. Now, with the wall still utilizing it, I'm going to inch my sit bones all the way up to my wall. So wherever the floor meets the wall, and I'm just going to extend my legs up the wall. This is a great restorative posture called Viparita Karani. Your arms can be on your belly, your heart, or even, my friends, out to the sides. We used a belt earlier or a strap. Feel free to place the resistance band or a belt, a strap around your thighs. That just helps your legs to fully relax so that they don't open all the way. So we'll just stay here for a few moments. This posture I firmly recommend doing, if you can, before bedtime, ideally, up to 5 minutes, you'll start to really feel the legs draining. This is good for your heart, helps for good circulation. But just depending on what you have going on in your family history, it's good to get yourself checked. If you're susceptible to blood clots, this is a great choice of asanas to utilize. Those of you that don't have a wall space, feel free to just lie on your mat and just extend your legs. And then if you have the wall space friends option, not necessary, you could actually extend your legs to a wide straddle. And then here, if you are watching on your screen, I'm just letting my legs fully relax and I'm letting gravity. I'll feel my heels inching further into the straddle. Self massage your internal portion of the legs, the backs of the thighs, hamstrings. If that's not an option for you, you can keep your legs extended. Long, calm Ujjayi breaths here. As you fully soften into this posture, if the straddle becomes too much, you just extend your heels back upward where we started. And then, with assistance from the hands, slide your legs back up, just coming back to Viparita Karani, just for a few breaths here. And friends, remember, those of you taking this on demand, feel free to eliminate any of the variations that just don't work for you or your space. Remember, all of these options, all of these asanas are merely a suggestion. And then slowly placing a bend in the knees, place your feet on the wall or your couch or whatever you're using. And then just roll to one side. You can use your hand to gently press up. And I don't really want to say get up because we're actually just going to come now into Shavasana. So if you have your blocks, you could place them under your knees. You can place a block under your pelvis. If you have a blanket, feel free to place it over the body, towel over the eyes. Feel free to take any final postures that you may need for your practice. Once you are settled in Shavasana, just take a deep inhale, lengthen the body, lengthen the breath. And then as you exhale, just a full release of the Ujjayi breath. Let the eyes roll back into the sockets. And just observe your breath and take rest. Your mind is a garden. Your thoughts are the seeds. You can grow flowers or you can grow trees. Taking a deep breath into your body. Start to notice sensations through the body. Notice the temperature on your skin, the air. Start to enjoy some small movements, fingers and toes, ankles and wrists. Take a deep inhale. Reach your arms overhead. Stretch your body long as you slowly awaken your body. Exhale, hug your knees into the chest. Notice how that feels just to be here with your body, your movement. And then roll to your most comfortable side. Take this time for relaxation, gratitude. And when you feel ready, join me in a comfortable seat. As you bring your palms one last time to Anjali Mudra, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for showing up today, for allowing me to guide your practice. And I also want to thank the practice, something I can rely on, something that we can come back to again and again. Friends, I look forward to seeing you on Thursday for yoga and meditation. Namaste. Thank you so much. Take good care. Till next time. Bye bye.